right here.
Get it, coach. Get it. What's up, everybody? It's Friday, and you know that means it's Travis Talk Sports time. Welcome in. What's happening on this Memorial Day weekend?
First of all, we got to get you off your fast. But we're dedicating the show today to Lucas and Heather Solomon. They listen to our show every Friday. And Lucas called me this morning. You know what he said?
What?
He said, we love your show because you're the real deal. You guys are real. You talk like real people. He says you're not like, I don't want to say the networks, but, the networks are paid by the sponsors, right? I mean, you can't – if you're on a national network, you're not going to really tell the truth about what's going on in sports, especially with a particular team or an owner. All that is vanilla. It's all just filtered out. We don't filter anything. You get it straight. Like the Indianapolis 500, is anybody even watching it anymore?
I'm going to watch it.
Seriously?
For the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. When I was a kid growing up, we would, like the Super Bowl, we would have, breakfast, and everybody would wait for the race to start. I don't, what day is the race? I don't know when. Is it Saturday?
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday?
It usually is. I don't know.
Name one driver. Just let's see.
Well, I know one because this is her last one.
That's not fair. Danica?
Yeah.
That's not right.
Danica's going to win going out.
They're Formula One cars.
Dixon.
Scott
Helio.
Dixon, I know. Yeah. Helio, I love his name. Helio. He's won, I think, a couple of times from San Paulo.
Why are we starting the show off with
let's not do
500?
Indianapolis 500.
Come on.
Let's do the game
All
last
right,
night.
listen. All you listeners out there, I want somebody to call with one of your worst takes so I can criticize it as bad as possible because I'm not in a good mood today, and I am going to tell you why you're wrong. So if you got some take about sports, NBA playoffs, NHL, hockey,
You want to bash?
Stanley Cup.
You want to bash the caller, right?
Yeah. Why not? That sounds fun today.
298-5487, 298-5487. If you want to be insulted, because Travis will insult you and make you feel bad.
It's too easy to insult you, so let me get somebody else in here.
And then I'll come along and give you a little hug and put a Band-Aid on your boo-boo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the last two games, the Warriors choked. They should have won those two games. This series should be over, but now they may lose. I think they will win Game 6, and it's going to come back down to Game 7 in Houston, where it's going to be an all-out brawl because last night Harden was 0 for 9 at one point from three-point land, and they still won.
Yeah, didn't make one three-point shot.
Now, the question is, what's up with Chris Paul? Is he done? They're saying, he'll be back, he'll be fine, he's a Warrior, blah, blah, blah. Well, he couldn't finish the game, and I think, obviously, he may come back, but he's not going to be himself, and he may fully tear that hamstring and be done. But there's a question for you. It's Game 7. Let's say he rests and doesn't play tomorrow.
Is the game tomorrow?
Yeah, game Saturday.
Cleveland tonight. We'll talk about Cleveland in a minute. 298-5487. If you want to get your feelings hurt, call in the 661 298-5487.
Yes. Now, does he set out Game 6 and come back in Game 7, and do you just let it all hang out because you lose, you're done?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. You leave
you
everything.
win, and you may not be able to play in the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. You leave everything out there. Aaron, don't you agree with that? Don't you agree?
I
you
agree,
would give
but
everything. You would agree.
He's already been rolled out, right?
I don't think so.
He has.
Oh, he has?
I believe so.
Was it a real pull? Wasn't a tear?
I saw a report that said hamstring strain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
however serious that
Travis is strained right now, and he's on the air. He's going at 100%.
That's right. Well, I think that just I think that means they're hoping for. I mean, they're going to Game 7. That's their thinking, and hopefully he can be a little bit better and come back for Game 7.
Do you think anybody other than the Houston and Warrior fans are watching the NBA? You and I watch because we're actually sports fanatics.
Well, there's sports fanatics all over this country that are watching every single and abroad.
Because most people last night were watching my Ducks, my Oregon girls, #1 in the country, Ducks lose to a 16 seed Kentucky. Yeah.
Sounds like a real.
Well, we play tonight at 8 o'clock. So, no, everybody will be in front of their TV at 8 o'clock tonight on ESPN2
Negative.
watching my Oregon Ducklets.
Negative. We're not
do
watching about that.
Be quiet. Aaron, what do you call duck lady softball players? Ducklets?
Just the Ducks. They're the Ducks.
The
Everyone's a
Oregon
duck.
Yeah. And we have a girl from Santa Clarita, second baseman. It's embarrassing. Not Janelle. Oh, my goodness. Lauren. Oh, my God. Somebody call in. Lauren plays for the Ducks from Santa Clarita. She was everything at West Ranch. Oh, Linville. There you go. Thank you, caller. Yeah, thank you.
Lauren Linville.
Yeah, from West Ranch, second baseman.
Nice. Okay.
Swung at horrible. I'm almost done. Swung at horrible. Struck out last night. It was embarrassing. I was embarrassed for it. The ball is literally 2 feet outside of the strike zone, and she's swinging at it. Lauren Linville. Other than that, anyway. Yes,
Nice.
That's.
Well, softball is big here in Santa Clarita.
It's big
And there's a lot
everywhere.
yeah.
UCLA will probably win the whole entire thing.
Isn't the men's team in the championship too?
I think so. Yeah.
Men's baseball team.
Yeah.
All right, Game 6 tonight.
I like the women's softball better than the men's baseball. Isn't that weird? These ladies hustle. There's something about ladies playing softball. They hustle. They play as a team. Can I say it that way, Aaron? They're a team. Yeah, and I love that how they pitch. Go ahead.
All right, that's great.
Underhanded.
We got our softball in.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you for giving me that
Game
1 minute.
6 tonight in Cleveland. Is it
I'll
over?
be there. I'll be there in Cleveland. Cleveland, look, maybe the greatest athlete, ladies and gentlemen, that's ever lived. And I'm saying this, and let me be serious for a second. LeBron James, and I'm saying this in such a positive, is a freak of nature. He's I'm not saying he's never going to be hurt, but he's never been hurt. He's a freak of nature. 16, 17 years, he comes right out of high school. And his upbringing was horrible. I mean, he moved one time in a year 11 times. 11 times his family had to move. So he's smart, he's bright, he's producing television shows, and he just seems to say the right things at the right time, and he always gives 100% or 98%.
Yes, he does, and that's why we'd welcome him here in Los
baby,
Angeles.
please come to the Lakers. Please, LeBron, if you're listening. I think LeBron might be listening to our show, the Akron Hammer. Please come to the Lakers. Give us 2 years, Aaron. I mean, that place would be sold out. They'd raise ticket prices. I'd probably pay $500 to see him in person. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for contributing, you guys.
$500. Nice. Well, I think tonight.
Nice of Brody to come in late. Is Brody on salary or hourly? Or
Brody can walk in whenever he wants. He's not paid. So.
Oh, he's an intern?
Yeah.
Just come in when you want, Brody.
Kind of like
interrupt
me.
the show.
Kind of like me. Wow.
Yeah.
So, what do you think's going to happen tonight? It's so weird these series.
Oh,
that,
Cleveland will win. There's no question at home. Cleveland wins tonight, but I don't think, unfortunately, when they go back to Boston, they're going to win. Boston is, look at their fan base. I mean, that fan base is unbelievable. That's like the old Laker days, Aaron. You remember the Laker fan base? I mean,
you know what, Coach? I was born in '94, so I've seen 5 championships.
Wow.
And each year, it seems like the Lakers have the worst fans in the league. They show up late, nobody gets up. And you look at, mid-markets like Oklahoma City or Indiana or even Boston with all their championships, and their crowd is going raucous.
I'm sorry, son, that you were born in '94. Yeah. Too bad you weren't born in '74.
It's been amazing to me how home in the NBA playoffs, we learned last week with Doc about NHL that the road team won a lot. But
is Doc listening? He was a great guest.
He was. He'll be back on during the NHL finals.
I have Vegas.
Hey,
I'm
talking here.
All right, go ahead. I have Las Vegas Knights to win it all.
Anyway, in the NBA playoffs, most of the time it's the home team winning. I know Houston won in Golden State. They shouldn't have. But it amazes me how the Golden State Warriors can win by 40 points and then lose. like they've lost. Up 10 points in the fourth quarter and lose, and then last night should have won. It's a
Well, they
crazy
got
NBA.
behind 10 points, and then they caught up, and they tied them up. So that takes a tremendous amount of effort. And what did Steve Kerr say on Tuesday night? God, we were tired. Guess what? They were tired last night.
Well, I just don't buy that. Every team's tired. Every player's tired normally, so I don't think it's they're at lesser value because they're tired than the other team.
They took stupid shots, Travis, at the end of the game. They should have won the game. The Warriors, Houston also took a couple of stupid shots. So,
but if you're watching the game, what I noticed that Andre Iguodala is a very special player for them, and they've missed him tremendously.
I agree.
Because every play you see from Houston is pick and roll, and when they get that switch, they got a Looney on Chris Paul, which is a mismatch, and Iguodala just makes that harder when they do a switch, and he's not there, and so you can see that showing up each possession there, that how valuable he is as a defender, and then he can hit that shot, and he can push the ball to the basket. Did you see when Chris Paul got injured and he went down, and the guy who was guarding him was the rookie Cook? Well, they moved the ball around on the offensive end, and Cook was wide open from three, and he missed that shot when the whole stinking lane was wide open. They settle for threes too much. Drive that lane, especially for a rookie. I'm sorry, you're not ready to take the big shot. Drive that lane, make someone commit to you, and then dish it off. And if nobody does, you will make a 2-footer layup instead of a three, in crunch time like that.
No, I agree. At that point, they were only down 1 point. And no, I agree. It was, why are you taking a three? All you need is two, and you win the game.
Right.
Ridiculous. Can we switch subjects to America's favorite sport, which is the NFL? Well, actually, college football. It's too premature to talk about football. Although, when you look at Bleacher Report, like you and I both do, and look at some of these other services, looks like the Ducks have moved into the top 25 preseason.
I don't care about the Ducks.
I know you don't. But do you care about the NFL?
Yes, I do.
Aaron, do you care about the NFL?
I do.
So I know both of you would stand for the national anthem, as I would. I think it took 2 years for these owners to figure. First of all, ratings were down, viewership was down 10%. That's millions of dollars. So money talks, and you know what walks. And they finally came up with, you're either going to stand for the national anthem or stay in the locker room. There's no in between. If you don't stand, if they go out on the field and a player kneels, it's going to cost them $25,000 per player.
Yeah, all the other major sports had a policy on this, and so we never had an issue with any player kneeling for the national anthem. Now, you know what? Protest is fine. Go ahead and protest
Don't do it at
peacefully. But, to me, it comes down to the fact that they are not the owner, and the owner has rules, and if you don't abide by those rules, there could be consequences. So, the owners have decided that this is the new policy, and if you don't like it, sorry. I mean, you can still go and protest somewhere else. No one's taken away that freedom.
You have the right.
To protest.
You have the right to protest. It's not the right venue. The other thing is, what employer? You think Carl and Jerry would allow you, Aaron, to protest? I know you want to protest a lot of stuff, but are they going to let you protest? Give me an employer. If you're listening to the show, 298-5487, 298-5487.
Here's the other thing. You can still protest now and kneel. You can still do it. You're free to do it, but there's going to be a consequence. You're going to get fined.
And you have to be sober.
That's the same thing if someone walked out here on the middle of the street and wanted to protest something. They can do it, but they may get a ticket for disturbing the peace. So, go ahead, protest.
Brody screens our calls, and that last caller was either smoking something or drinking something. We're not going to put you on the air. I'm sorry. You've got to be sober. You can't even have cough syrup when you call in. You got to be sober. So I like what you said, partner. Thank you for saying that.
Well, I just don't understand
You're a patriot. That's why you're a patriot.
Why everybody
That's why
gets
I
in an
love you.
uproar now? It's the NFL caved and the owners caved. No, I just don't get it. I mean, the NBA, they didn't kneel, but a lot of the teams wore T-shirts that said something in pregame. That's fine. It,
Jerry Jones kneeled. You're listening to KHTS award-winning on 98.1 FM. Jerry Jones of Dallas took a kneel. You can also go on hometownstation.com. That's where most people listen to the show. They listen on their internet, hometownstation.com, or the app. You have the app downloaded.
Yeah, or on
Best
YouTube.
radio app. Or YouTube. You can, if you want to see what we look like. I'm personally 6'4" and what they, as they say, movie good looks.
Heaviness.
No, I'm on a diet, Aaron. That's mean to do that. That is real.
Truth be told,
That was really mean. I've lost 7 pounds. That was, oh man. You two are skinny, okay? The girls don't like skinny guys. If you're a lady out there, call in. Tell me, do you really want to date or marry a skinny guy? 298-5487. They're both skinny. I'm not.
all right. Coach has put me to sleep here with these diet.
I'm just the right size. Go ahead.
All right, what's next on the topic here?
I want to get back to this Indianapolis auto racing, NASCAR. 50%. Nobody. Certain sports are getting aged out. You're in your 20s, Aaron? How old are you?
I am. I'm 23.
So your age group is not going to NASCAR.
I don't think anybody out here is going to NASCAR. I think I don't know.
I used to go to NASCAR.
I think NASCAR is a regional sport, really.
No, I used to go to the races there in Fontana because I was a Jeff Gordon fan, and it is. I mean, that place was packed when the race was here, but since Gordon's gone, I don't follow it as much.
But I mean, when you look on Sundays when they race, I mean, half the stands are empty. And big advertisers, as both of you know, have pulled out of NASCAR. So something is going on. I just think the 20s and 30-year-olds, just for some reason, NASCAR doesn't appeal to your generation.
Do you watch NASCAR, Coach?
No, I don't.
Then why doesn't it appeal to you?
Because
you're not my age.
No, I'm close to your age, but I'm not.
Right.
Because the cars keep just turning left. I don't get it.
There's a couple road races.
People watch for, sad to say, for the accidents. Am I right on this?
No.
I don't think so.
What do they watch it for then?
I don't know why they watch it, because I don't watch it.
Okay, well, here, I'll tell you, because I used to watch it a lot, and occasionally I still do watch it. Those guys are going 200 miles an hour, and they're 6 inches apart. How about that? Okay? That's pretty exciting. There's a lot of skill involved in that.
I'm not saying there isn't.
And there's a lot of strategy involved in regards to pits and different things like that, and teammates and things like that.
But the cars are all the same.
No.
Yes, they are. The regulations.
Okay, the skill in passing somebody then, it's not the same. So there's differences. And the cars, just because, what do you mean they're all the same? They got the same body? Because they don't perform all the same.
The engines, everything is the same on these NASCARs, and
there's
so
Toyota, there's Chevy,
the
guy
that wins seems to win because his fellow teammate blocks out the other drive.
No, you haven't even watched, so you can't even say that.
Brody, get your staff on this, okay? Brody's got a big staff, and I think I'm right again. I'm
right
99% of the time. The 1% they're investigating right now.
It's the other. It's opposite.
Let them race like they did in the 50s. Just bring your car to the track and let's go.
Well, then they're.
What is this, Grease Lightning?
Yeah, this guy.
Was that a good movie?
Meet me in the wash?
I think you know more about badminton than NASCAR.
That's another sport we should be talking about is badminton. It's a great sport. I'm trying to get the city of Santa Clarita, which I love. It's a beautiful city. They do a great job. Let's build horseshoe, like they do the skating. What do they call that for the kids? The skating rinks.
Ice skating?
No.
Roller rink?
Where this not
roller skating?
Skateboard
park?
Why can't we have a horseshoe park? I'm serious, guys. It'd be a lot cheaper than spending $1 million on cement.
Here's why. I know why. You know what?
Brody, get your staff on this.
You want to know why?
What?
Because nobody cares. All right, people.
I bet you
we'll be back. We got to take a break. Coach needs to figure out something else to talk about. So horseshoes. All right, give us a call 298-5487. I'm in a bad mood, and I want to tell you.
But you can't be drunk when you call up like that last caller.
Out.
The best live theater can be found right here in the Santa Clarita Valley. The Canyon Theater Guild has been entertaining audiences for decades with top quality musicals and plays. Located on Main Street in Old Town Newhall, CTG also offers workshops for the young actor in your family. For more information, call the box office at 799-2702 or go online to canyontheater.org.
Who says nothing good happens after midnight? Denny's is best known for their breakfast served round the clock, like the Grand Slam. But you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner in a casual atmosphere 24/7. At Denny's, the lunch and dinner menu has a variety of appetizers, craveable burgers, salads, and entrees, along with the best desserts in town. Wherever you live in Santa Clarita, there's a Denny's close by. If you're pulling an all-nighter or don't feel like cooking, get into Denny's today. Good stuff is happening at Denny's.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
Prana Tacos in Santa Clarita specializes in the world's greatest taco bar, a traditional Mexican grill fused with California flair. Prana Tacos offers something for everybody. Prana Tacos will always leave a legendary taste in your mouth. When you book your catering with us, be sure to mention KHTS and get free chips and guacamole with your order. 2 locations in Santa Clarita, Bouquet Canyon and Haskell, and Newhall Ranch Road and LA Fitness Shopping Center. Call today, 360-1800. Live the taco life.
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Clarita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendsev.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendsev.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
At Jersey Mike's, we make a sub above. Bread baked fresh, veggies served crisp, meat and cheese sliced on the spot. Then comes the juice. Red wine vinegar and olive oil blended to perfection. It's what makes a Jersey Mike's sub a sub to behold. And beholding? Well, we think that works best with 2 hands. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Your Santa Clarita Jersey Mike's, a proud sponsor of Santa Clarita Sports.
Santa Clarita's hometown station.
Now FM 98.1 FM and AM 1220. Your hometown station.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Travis Talk Sports Show. I'm Travis, along here with Coach Ron
Michelle.
Tunick.
Didn't want to come on the air live, but Michelle just said, why don't we talk about the Dodgers more? How come we're talking about basketball? So this is our time to talk about the Dodgers, Michelle.
Well, basketball's more important, but we will talk about the
You're
Dodgers.
going to insult Michelle by saying that? Sorry, Michelle.
Just telling her the truth.
All right.
Dodgers are making a little bit of a comeback. They're now 22-27, only 3.5 games back. Now, they're starting to, they started off slow. They got some issues, but they're coming back.
Boy, Arizona's had a tough May. They've lost, I think, something like 16.
7 in a row.
Yes, but 15 or 16 games. I mean, they've just gone into the tank. Colorado now leading the National League West by half a game over Arizona. San Francisco is in third place, 2 games out, and then our Dodgers. So our Dodgers, cream is rising to the top. We'll be there at the end.
Yeah, well, remember what happened last year? How many stinking games did they win, and then all of a sudden they lost 16 in a row or something like that?
That's right.
So
good memory for an older gentleman.
It's a long season.
Yeah, it's a long season. It's too long. We're not going to do it this week.
No,
but
we're not.
We need to short. Baseball needs to be 100 games and then do the playoffs. Period. We're not getting into that. Okay, we've had a couple of callers. One was intoxicated. Michelle didn't want to come on. 298-5487 if you want to come on. And Travis is not in a good mood, you can tell. He's fasting. He only has to lose 3 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. 3 pounds.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
Is that why you're fasting, to lose 3 pounds?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
How much overweight are you? What do you think you
I
are?
just got a little bit of a gut and a little bit of a chin. I need to lose some of it.
Are you
there.
working out?
Not yet. See, I'm
not yet.
Well, look. I used to work out regularly 3-4 times a week, and then I stopped. And then I gained some weight, and then I've been playing a lot of golf, but I haven't really changed my eating habits. So I'm just trying a little fast and see what happens. I don't know. We'll see.
So, do I hold the camera this way when I'm Facebook Live? How do I hold the camera?
This is the best way to Facebook Live during a radio broadcast.
Yeah.
Don't Facebook Live during a radio
Why?
broadcast. Because you have time to fill. Don't be worried about Facebook
we
Live.
We have so much to talk
goes
about.
The opposite way.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, start live. All right, now we're doing Facebook Live. That's Travis. There's Travis.
What's up?
What's up? He's not in a good mood. He's trying to lose 3 pounds, and I'm like perfect. I mean, look at me. I mean, I'm like.
You got the microphone in front of your triple chin.
It's there. It's in front of my chin for a reason. I've got what they call movie star good looks, right, ladies and gentlemen? Are you right on that? Come on, call us. We've had too many drunk callers. You can't call in 298-5487 if you're intoxicated. Michelle was not, but she didn't want to come on. Too many beers for too many callers. Our show gets real, right, Travis?
It's real. It's live and it's real.
Because we don't have
back
to kiss
the Dodgers.
all right.
Enough of your face on FaceTime Live or whatever it's called.
It's called FaceTime Live.
Okay. What do the Dodgers need to,
small ball? Can you bunt the ball? They had Bellinger 2 hours. 2 hours. In bunting practice, 2 hours. I mean, they've got to play small ball. You know anything about baseball, but when you get a runner on base, let's move them over, put them in scoring position.
Yeah,
everybody's swinging towards the fences like you do in life.
Yeah, but what do they need as a roster to get them over the hump, to keep them going?
2 more starting pitchers that don't have hangnails. This Rich Hill hangnail. Broken nail, my nail hurts, my toenail hurts, I've got a lip sore. I'm so sick of Rich Hill. Get out of here. Go somewhere else. Where would you send him, Aaron? Send him somewhere. Come on, Rich.
It's not about sending players. It's who we need. Who do the Dodgers need? I think you're right. They need another starting pitcher. Who could that be? I don't know.
Get Baez out of there.
They need a bat. Okay? Our bats are inconsistent.
Yes, because we're all swinging for the fences. Let's play smaller ball. Let's get runners on. I watch the Dodgers every night. They swing at bad pitches. There's a couple of players that can take a walk. Jock is not hitting for average, but he's a pretty good. How do I want to say this? He's pretty effective at watching what he swings at right now. So he's not afraid to take a walk. Everybody else up there swinging for the fences. Bellinger swinging for the fences. Justin Turner's off to a good start. He's in a little bit of a tiny slump right now. Taylor's been swinging for the fences. Come on, you guys. Choke down on that bat a little bit. Let's get some base hits and runners on base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, coach.
And get rid of Baez. Send him somewhere. Send him to A-ball. Send him to Oakland. Come on, man.
All right.
He can't
What about
pitch.
the other team in L.A.?
What other team?
Anaheim's part of Los Angeles.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Why do they call it the Los Angeles Angels? I know why. It's all marketing.
It's all
BS.
marketing and money.
It's all marketing BS for the advertisers and for the advertising agencies, because now they can
call
say
them the Disneyland dwarfs.
Yes, I agree. The Disneyland dwarfs. No, something cute would. Yeah, the Disney Pirates. No, can't do the Pirates. Let's do it, Brody. Can you get your staff on this? Let's do a contest for a name. They did a contest for a name change. All right, let's see if this caller is intoxicated or not. 298-5487. Yeah, we're going to put the callers on. We're here at 98.1. Caller, all of our callers so far have either didn't want to come on the air or been intoxicated. Are you sober? Let's start there. Caller? Hello? Where's the caller? Come on. Where's our engineer?
I'm right here.
Yeah. Are you sober?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. What do you want to talk about on award-winning Travis Talk Sports every Friday at 1 p.m.? What's on your mind?
Well, I just want to tell you, I love that you guys support Kings, but you guys were talking about NASCAR, man. And there's a lot more to NASCAR than that, you know?
Okay.
What else is there?
Well, here's the thing. Look, Chevrolet can't even produce any downforce right now because of the new Camaro layout, right? So the cars are completely different. The drivers are completely different. No two cars are set up exactly the same. When you look at, say, Logano's setup, it's going to be totally different than even one of his other Penske drivers. It's not going to be the same because everybody can handle a car differently. So I used to think NASCAR was really stupid, a bunch of guys going around in circles to the left. But you know what? When you get into it, it's really a really neat sport.
Well, you proved my point then, right, caller? What's your name anyway, caller?
Eddie.
Eddie, you proved my point. Wasn't I the one that says there's a lot more involved than just left turns? Not every card's the same. It was the old coach here who doesn't know anything about NASCAR. Now, what do you mean about downforce in the Camaro? Because the body styles are all the same on all these cars, except they have a different logo on it.
Well, yes and no. I mean, the thing is there's stickers on the car, but the cars do act differently based on whether it's the Ford, because Ford's trying to run the what are they running this year? God darn, I forget. No, but Ford's going to have to go to the Mustang next year, so we'll see what kind of trouble Ford has when they go to the Mustang.
Eddie, you need to come in the station and get serious about this NASCAR. It sounds like you know a little bit about it. Here, what's happened to the audience? When you look in the stands, they're 50. What is going on that people have left NASCAR? Seriously.
Well, I think they've left in droves because NASCAR won't leave it alone. NASCAR just keeps changing the rules. Every year they've changed the rules. I mean, and then I don't know how many people don't like Jimmy Johnson when you got a guy that wins 5 in a row, which would be an incredible feat in any sport.
He's a nice man. He's clean. He's a gentleman. I guess that doesn't work in NASCAR. But I do agree with you that they keep changing the rule. To me, let's go back to the 50s. Bring your car to the track and let's go.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, and the thing with that is you had guys like Petty that could win by like 7 laps because there was they wanted competition. They wanted a little parity. Now, one of the things they did this year that was, I thought, really cheesy was now everybody gets a gun from NASCAR to do your lug nuts. You're getting a gun from NASCAR. You can't even have your own gun. So the guys that were putting the time into developing a better gun to get those lug nuts off quicker, make a faster pit stop.
See, and Coach here, he still uses hands to.
No, I use the hand crank. Eddie, you got to come in the station next week. I use the hand crank, but the thing is, I think they're driving robots. I think in your heart of hearts you agree. I would love car racing if we go back to bring your car to the track. Let's get rid of some of these rules and regulations, and let's get the public involved in this.
No, because there's more people that have more money than others, and different cars would be souped
Big
up
sponsors,
different. So,
Mr. Travis.
Eddie, who do you think's going to win the Coca-Cola 400? 600. Is it 400 or 600?
I do play. It's a 600. I do play in a fantasy league. Just with some friends. So I put my money actually on Kyle Larson. He's the only Chevy that's actually making speed consistently this year. All the other Chevys have been having trouble. I'd love to pick Jimmy Johnson. He's my boy, but he's just lost right now. I don't know what's going on.
All right, be honest, and then we got to cut you loose. You're a very good caller, and we're inviting you to come on the air with us. Are you going to watch the Indy 500? Does anybody ever watch it again?
Oh yeah, the Indy's great.
You are going to watch.
That's like watching. That's like saying you can't watch the Masters. You got to watch Indy 500.
Okay.
You got to watch Daytona. There's certain things like even people that don't like baseball watch the World Series, right?
That's right.
And
now, Eddie. So is the Hendrick team your team? Is Rick Hendrick and the Hendrick team your guys there? Is that who you root for?
Oh, I've always loved them because they're very anytime. If you go to a race and talk to the guys in the pits, most of them are actually pretty cool. I've met a few that are not, and that's fine. But most of the guys in NASCAR, they're race fans, right?
Yeah.
And even guys that race against each other and might hate each other on the track will get off the track and go, "Hey, man, that was good racing." But you'll notice the way they talk about each other. They talk about each other in numbers. So the guy won't say,
His name,
that Logano really pissed me off. Excuse me. He'll say, that 22 kind of cut me off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I've always been a Hendrick guy, too. I actually met Rick Hendrick at the Hendrick.
That's fine. You want to tell everybody who you've met, all your big...
He was a nice guy. I was there on a Saturday, and he came over and said
Get your
hi.
staff on this,
Got a
Brody.
picture with Rick Hendrick. I was always a Gordon fan, and now he's retired.
Let me tell you who's going to win the race. I don't know which car, but this Ed Carpenter Racing, I think, has a good chance.
That's Indianapolis 500.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
No,
I just asked Eddie, who knows about racing.
Coca-Cola 600.
Eddie, thank you for calling, man. What a great call, brother. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Eddie.
you for all the great work you guys do on the radio.
Thank
Love
you, man.
listening to you.
Okay,
Take
guys.
care.
Thank you, man.
Have a great holiday, man.
You
Good.
too.
Eddie.
Thank you. What a nice man. What a nice caller.
See, and
he was sober too.
He was sober, and he had a good take, and I couldn't tell him how
so
wrong he was.
he could be our NASCAR. No, he could. Eddie, if you're still listening, you could be our expert race call guy. You call in every week, and we give you 5 minutes, 3 minutes.
Out of all the sports we talked to, it's funny that our caller was about NASCAR. The sport you were saying how down it is.
It is
and
down.
No one watches.
No, but you can tell that he was a sincere, knowledgeable listener, and I get it. I mean,
you know what?
You
we
don't
got
like horseshoes, okay? You knock the crap out of horseshoes. People love playing horseshoes, and we need a horseshoe track, horseshoe pits. The city should be building horseshoe pits.
You know what we can talk about here coming up in the future, and I got two great guests.
Get your staff on this, Brody.
I got two great guests that are going to come in for this sport that's happening next month. Do you know what it is?
Golf.
No, it's the World Cup.
Oh, I do.
I got an old gentleman named Ronald Cunningham who is an expert in soccer, and our Levon.
Yeah, Levon
over at the Zone.
Yeah,
loves soccer. Soccer, best sport ever. Ah.
What about the doc that was in? Oh, that's hockey.
That's hockey.
I have.
So when the World Cup starts, we're gonna have Mr. Cunningham and Mr. Levon in here to talk about World Cup soccer. That ought to get a lot of people.
Do you remember the bet you made on the air last week with Doc? You two took the Capitals. I just want to remind you, you are on record. You are on record.
Let me hear that tape.
You are on record.
Did I really?
Brody, get your staff on this. You are on record that took the Capitals, and I took
I think they will.
Las Vegas.
I think the Capitals will win because they got more experience. Well, I shouldn't say that. I guess more team experience than Vegas. But there's some players on that Vegas team that have been in the NHL
You know, we have
finals.
a great constituency at Valencia Country Club. A big shout out to all my guys out there, and at Leon's that love golf. We can't pass up the show without talking about, does Tiger, you saw Tiger last week, right, in the thick of things, right?
Last week?
Yeah, in the players.
That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
What was last week? Not last week. The week before last week.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Does Tiger have any chance in the U.S. Open?
Yes, he's always got a chance.
At where are they playing it? They're playing back in New York at God, I can't think of the name of the course. The famous course, Shinnecock Hills, right?
Nice.
Yeah. Any chance? You're awful quiet. You're a golfer like I am. Why aren't you talking about golf?
He's got. Well, I am now. He's definitely got a chance. We saw 2 weeks ago at the Players, he was actually tied for second place, and he melted down a little bit. But that was on day 4 he was in second place. A lot of people are saying, oh, he's going to get tired, his body won't hold up after 4 days of golf. And, you know, it did, except for one shot when he was going for it to try to get closer to the lead, and he hit one in the water. So I think his body's holding up so far. He's not playing every single week. You know, he's getting rest. Is there any I don't know how, with that type of talent, how anybody could say that Tiger Woods could not win another major.
Well, I can't think of the term.
I got a bet with somebody. I got till he's age 50 for him to win one major, and I collect on that
This is an equal opportunity show, so we have to give a shout out to the LPGA. Who's leading that tournament? I'll give you cash live if you can tell me real quick.
Cash line. Let me take a guess. Michelle Wee.
You're very, very close. It's Danielle Kang, Kang, -6. They're playing in Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan. All right, the show's called Travis Talk Sports every Friday. We had a lot of nice callers today. Our caller of the week was Eddie for sure, no question about it. We're going to come right back and get into a serious subject that I think could be the future of sports.
Sports.
You
got
sports.
That's some disease. All right, we'll be back. Give us a call, 298-5487. Out.
Real? Who bought it?
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Clarita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendscb.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendscb.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
The city of Santa Clarita has so much going on this year. Be on the lookout for amazing events happening throughout the year, including the Cowboy Festival, concerts in the park, Thursdays at New Hall, and the Santa Clarita Marathon. There are also a number of fun activities and things to do year-round, including outdoor recreation, hiking and bike trails, adult classes, art exhibits, youth sports programs, and more. You can even sign up to be a volunteer. Learn more at santa-clarita.com.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
Genghis Khan Mongolian Barbecue and Chinese Buffet. Healthy vegetables and lean meats. A low-carb treat. Create your own bowls with our delicious meats and always fresh vegetables. Then, blend in your own secret sauce. Feast at the all-you-can-eat buffet and barbecue for the same low price. A local favorite for over 25 years, Genghis Khan is still located on Lyons Avenue just east of the I-5. Enter between the Chevron and Shell gas stations. Come and see us soon at Genghis Khan.
Prana Tacos in Santa Clarita specializes in the world's greatest taco bar, a traditional Mexican grill fused with California flair. Prana Tacos offers something for everybody. Prana Tacos will always leave a legendary taste in your mouth. When you book your catering with us, be sure to mention KHTS and get free chips and guacamole with your order. 2 locations in Santa Clarita, Bouquet Canyon and Haskell, and New Hall Ranch Row and LA Fitness Shopping Center. Call today, 360-1800. Live the taco life.
At Jersey Mike's, we think there's a whole lot of wow to be found between 2 layers of fresh baked bread. Like, wow, this sub sandwich sure has a little something special. And wow, juice does for sub sandwiches what spinach does for a certain well-known sailor man. Because we never just make a sub. Every sub we make is a sub above. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Your Santa Clarita Jersey Mike's, a proud sponsor of Santa Clarita High School football.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
Welcome back to Travis Talk Sports, our last segment here. We're going to wrap up our show, but we do have another caller in the house. We got Tim calling in. Where are you calling from, Tim?
Valencia.
Hey, how you doing today?
He's in Las Vegas. I can tell. I heard the slots in the background.
Yeah, I think
which,
so.
Which hotel you at, bud? Huh? Be honest. Huh? He's at a hotel.
I haven't heard one piece of the show today, but I got a question. Why is it that it seems that baseball players are such phenomenal athletes, and if you were going to start a team of any kind of athlete, you'd probably go to the baseball player first to start a soccer team, a basketball team, a football team. Why is that?
Well,
Another drunk caller.
Before
He's
I
wrong.
answer your question,
he's wrong
Tim.
on that. What have you been drinking, man? The best athlete on the face of the earth are basketball players.
Oh, my God, you're dreaming, Coach. Have you ever seen these guys try to hit a baseball? Are you dreaming?
or throw a baseball?
I agree with you.
I've seen him try and throw a baseball.
We're talking about athletics, though, but I do agree with you. I don't know how many human beings. Well, we know in baseball, how many 300 hitters are there, Tim? Like 5? I mean, you're right.
All right, here's the question I got for you, Tim, though. You said you haven't listened to any part of the show at all today, and that is bad news, Tim. I gotta call you out on that.
Yeah, Travis,
we thank you for the call, but
Travis
you're
is
just gonna
already
call on a
upset.
whim?
Now you've made him really upset, Tim.
Every Friday at 1 o'clock, Tim, it is your job to have this show on. Okay? Now I'm starting to. I do agree with your take here, though, Tim.
Okay,
because if you look at a basketball player, they are very coordinated. They got to have good footwork. But have you ever seen a basketball player throw an opening pitch?
Oh my God!
Like Charles Barkley or Shaq, they throw a first pitch and they ground it. You know.
Yeah.
So
and tell the coach there. Has he ever seen Barkley swing a golf club?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's embarrassing.
God.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe you're making a good point. So you're our baseball analyst, Eddie, who called. I know you don't listen to the show, which hurts our feelings, but Eddie's our race car guy, and you're now our baseball analyst. So every week during baseball season, call in. We'll give you 3 minutes. And what's your take? Do the Dodgers make the playoffs, yes or no? Tim? Our baseball analyst.
I'm listening.
You're our baseball analyst. Do the Dodgers make the playoffs?
I'm listening.
Can you hear the question?
I'm gonna
put the bourbon aside. Put the bourbon aside. First, can the Dodgers make the playoffs? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna give you a reason why.
I already know your reason. But go ahead.
I think you had last year. You had way too many walk-offs, way too many one-timers, way too many young kids that these pitchers knew nothing about, and I think all of that has turned on them, and I think that's going to be a very difficult thing to match. They had a magical season last year. Yeah, to back that up again, I think they're over their skis thinking they could do that again.
You could be right, Tim, but I think there's another reason why that you think the way you do, a primary reason, and that is, guess.
Why do most of our callers drink alcohol?
Because he's a Giants fan. That's why he doesn't want the Dodgers to win. He's a Giants fan.
Yeah.
You know what?
And we ought to just cut him off right now for that, but we won't.
No. I'm a 50-50 fan, but more so, I'm a baseball fan. And I just think what they did last year was over the top. And I also think that pitching in the National League, these pitchers are now going to know these kids.
Yeah, we need another pitcher. But you know what? Look at last year. Everybody was all fired up for the Dodgers. What a great year. What a run. What a winning streak. And they lose. Okay, so I'd rather have them start slow, go through a little turmoil, get right, and finish strong in the end.
You know, I agree with you. But, Coach, I got to tell you this. All this analytics is killing the game.
I agree, buddy. We need analytics. Let's get back to small ball. Thank you. You're our baseball analyst. Every week your job is to call in. You get 3 or 4 minutes of prime time and give us your take on baseball. Real quick question before they cut us off. Are you going to watch the Indy 500?
No.
See, this is what I'm telling you. Nobody wants to watch it. Eddie was the only one.
There's another bad thing that's going
Over
on.
Over 100 callers, Eddie was the only one that was going to watch the Brody, are you going to watch it? No, Brody's not watching it. Aaron's not watching it. Tim's not watching it.
Well, there's another thing called the NBA playoffs on Sunday also.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Tim, thanks for calling, buddy.
Great call. You're our baseball analyst. Talk to you next week.
Feel better.
Do your homework. Stay off the
boys.
booze. I'm telling you, amazing. We should have our AA meetings here because our callers are in the sauce. No question about it. No question.
I got another guy that can help us with that.
No, who's that?
No, I'll keep it to myself.
Get Brody and his staff on it. Brody, you got a lot of homework this weekend before our next show. We've got to get his staff.
Okay, we got 2 minutes here. We got a game 6 tonight. Who's winning? Cleveland, Boston.
I like Cleveland.
Okay.
Cleveland wins by a shot. Some crazy shot at the end of the game.
A LeBron last-second shot?
Yep, at the end of the game.
I'm just going to go out on a whim and say Boston.
I can't believe we didn't talk about the wedding last week. We have this entire sports show, and we don't talk about the wedding.
Yeah, it's called
Aaron,
sports.
We've ticked off Aaron.
It's called sports, okay?
The sport of getting married. You don't think marriage is a sport?
No, it's not a sport. It's a war, okay?
I love you, Ellen.
The second game, we have another
love you, sweetheart.
Game 6 on Saturday. Who's
Who's
going to win that
tomorrow?
One? Warriors.
Warriors at home win, but then Houston comes back and shocks the world. And then for a week, Colin Cowherd will talk about this shocking win of Houston going to the finals against Cleveland.
Shocking win. I picked Golden State.
They have to win the next two. You've got one of their athletes hurt, and you've got a situation where they look tired.
Iguodala is back, and Chris Paul will not be Chris Paul if he even plays.
Did you notice how, for the first time, Chris Paul really showed up in the playoffs? I'm going to give him a lot of credit last night. He scored more points than the rest of his players. Good for you, Chris Paul.
Yeah, he did have a good game last night. Hit some unbelievable
and that was just kind of a crazy falling backwards. He's trying to brace his leg. I think it's just a little pull. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done anything in athletics in your life?
Yeah, I beat you in any sport you want to talk about.
Oh, boy. All right.
Oh, man.
We're done. See you next week. Thank you, callers. Lots of callers today. Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Out.